What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's happening, Oh, I forgot to pin my comment. Let me pin my comment, then we're going to get right into it. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I enjoyed my weekend. Up. Let me get myself together. I ain't got my disclaimer up. There you go. I ain't got my disclaimer. Now I got my disclaimer up. I'd like to welcome y'all to the overnight price action for, as soon as I save this, for August the 8th, 2022. For anybody that's tapping in on the replay or anybody that's tapping in right now live for the first time and don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I try to go live twice a day. I usually go live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I usually go live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about that a little bit later because it's back to school time. It's football season, so we're going to have to adjust the evening schedule. But nonetheless, I go live twice a day, and what I talk about is the price action, dealing with the stock market. I talk about the price action. I talk about economic stuff. I talk about trade setups I might be looking at. I just try to share my knowledge on anything. I try to do it all for the free 99. Shout out to cousins that's been hitting me up, getting the one-on-ones, booking the one-on-ones. That was a successful trial. So I'll probably be bringing it back. Well, I ain't gonna say a probably. I'll be bringing it back, but I'm gonna do it at I guess I'll say more convenient times for people that really want to reach out and talk to me that work. I'll do it like in the evening times. But anyway, this ain't about no sales pitch. This is about who I am and what I do and why I do it. I do it for the free 99 because I want everybody to know as much as they can about this investing / trading / whatever you want to call it, and everything you need to be to be a successful trader. You can learn for the free 99. The only thing that me or anybody else can't teach you how to do is be disciplined. It's just show you. So I go live every day and show you how I try to be disciplined, how I try to stick to my risk management, if you can control that, you can be a profitable trader if you execute. All I ask that you do is click the like button. It's on one of the sides of this screen. That's the only thing I ask you for. I don't ask for no money. I give it out for the free 99. Just click the like button and then click the share button and share it with somebody. Share it with one cousin you like and one cousin you don't like, because we want everybody to get this free information. Now that all of that's out of the way, shout out all the cousins that supported my son for his birthday. I went live yesterday and I thanked y'all. I want to thank y'all on YouTube just in case some of the cousins don't be on IG and don't see my IG posts and stuff like that. I rarely post, but if you missed it, thank you for the cousins that reached out and supported my dude. He got a nice little chunk of change. He happy about that. We're gonna be adding that to his Vanguard brokerage account. I appreciate y'all. I already reached out to all the cousins that supported my little guy. Most of the cousins wouldn't let me give them a free shirt. They said, nah, you do too much for the community, and it's the least I can do is by supporting your son. The cousins that did take me up on the offer to get the free shirts, I'll be ordering your free shirts today. I wanted to just make a code so you can go order your shirt yourself, but it won't let me make a code to do a free shirt and free shipping. I can only do either or. And I didn't want y'all to have to pay anything out of pocket because you supported my little dude. So I'll be ordering your shirts today. They're going to get sent to me. And once I get them, I'll reach out to you to get your shipping address. And then I'll send them to you again. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. For anybody else that want to get a t-shirt, y'all know what the merch shop is. It's the new TLR.com. If I get it on the right screen, it's the new TLR.com. That's the merch shop. It say Spider Gang. The cousins asked me to put this together because they want to know where they can get the shirts that I used to be wearing, what I wear all the time. I just got on my Man of Steel shirt because I've been running this morning. But this way you can get a shirt. The offer to get the free shirt for I didn't tell nobody that I was gonna give everybody who supported my son a free shirt, because I just wanted you to do it out of the kindness of your heart. I ain't want to try to provoke nobody. I didn't want to try to, but for the people that, you know what I'm saying, God put it on their heart to bless my little dude, I want to bless you back by giving you a free shirt. And like I say, the cousins that wouldn't let me give them the free shirt, hey, I appreciate you anyway. The cousins that took me up on the offer, I appreciate you. All the cousins that didn't, I appreciate y'all just for tapping in with the live. This what helped the channel grow. It's not about growing the channel to me. It's about reaching more cousins. And without y'all sharing this stuff, without y'all hitting the like button, can't reach more cousins. Let's see who in the chat, man. Let's see who in the chat. Oh, before we go to the chat, I put up a poll on IG. Was 9:05? Okay, I put up a poll on IG, and it's football season. So Timothy don't get out of practice until 6:30. So we either got to do the after, I mean the dinner discussion. I put up a poll. It's either 5 o'clock or 7:30. So I put up a poll. Y'all go and vote on the poll. It's on my IG story. It should be the only story that's up there right now, but it's on my IG story. Vote on the poll to let me know what time works best for y'all. We're gonna do what's best for the whole community, right? So either 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's just for the duration of football season, because like I said, I got to pick up Junior at 6:30. So it's either got to be at 5 o'clock or 7:30. Right, so y'all go vote on that for me. Now let's get into the who in the chat. How was y'all weekend, man? What's up, 100? Shout out 100, man. What's going on, Mendez? Shout out Mendez. Playboy Trey. Shout out, man. If y'all don't be looking at Trey, I don't know if they on TikTok. I catch it on Instagram because I don't be on TikTok a lot. But him and his sons, they be wilding. What's up, here to learn and share? Hey, 100 say he gonna have signals. 100 gonna be doing the signals. Hey, man, if y'all ain't went and looked at ICT latest video on ends, man, that's the kind of stuff you need to hear. You don't need to be hearing all this setup, that setup, this set. You need real talk, man. ICT, hey, it's some gems in them little videos, in them ends video. If you don't like sitting down just listening to nobody lecture, it's not gonna be your cup of tea. But that's the kind of stuff that help your mindset, man. Y'all need to go check that out. Cool it now. What's up, Cool it? I ain't even gonna try. What's happening? I ain't even gonna try. What's up, Robinson? What's going on, Robinson? I dilly-dallied all that time just so you can get here. What's going on, Laverne? What's going on, Sonya? Sonya is the cousin with the most beautiful smile. She's second only to my sweetie. Sonya got the most beautiful smile out of everybody in the Spider Gang. Second to only my sweetie. My sweetie got the most beautiful smile in the world. What's going on, Brittany? For sure. Got you, 100. I got you for sure. What's up, JD? What's going on? What's up, Michael? Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle Tucker? Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Oh, ain't no problem, Trey. What's going on, G Press? Yeah, whole perspective, man. We're gonna get into the price action in a minute. Gabriel. What's up, DeAndre? What's going on? Yes, sir. Excited for the man. I'm telling you, man, them the kind of videos you need to hear, man. All of that, how to trade, what's the next breaker, what's the next fair value gap, what's the next setup. You don't need all that, man. You know how to trade. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You need them videos that give you some kind of ideas on how to diversify, some ideas on how to expand, and some ideas on how to bring in different streams of income. That's what my wife always be like, man, we got to figure out some more streams of income. My wife she's trying to retire quick. She told me she gonna stick to the plan. She said it out her own mouth. I'm telling y'all, Spider Gang. So next time she be on here, y'all got to tell her, hey, you said you sticking to the plan. Because I told her she was real frustrated. They was, you know what I'm saying, they was getting on the nerve at work. I said, baby, I know we got a plan. You know what I'm saying? I know it's like, you know, you buy maybe about a year and a half, 2 years out. I can't remember exactly. I got to go back and look at the calendar to see exactly how far out she is. But I was like, hey, if you really can't take it, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the year, we can go ahead and just pull the trigger, right? And these the words out of her mouth. She said, I appreciate that, but I'm going to stick to the plan. That's it. That seals the deal. She said, I appreciate that, but I'm going to stick to the plan. So next time she on here, y'all got to say, hey, you say you're going to stick to the plan. Let's go. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. I see y'all chopping it up amongst yourselves. Let's get to it. Let's see what's on the economic calendar for the day. I came here last night about 12:30 and marked out some hold on, let me do this real quick. For anybody that's tapping in for the first time, or anybody that don't know how to use econoday.com or Forex Factory, you come to econoday.com. That's my site of choice to get my economic data. Or you can go to forexfactory.com, forexfactory.com, right? And then you come in here on Forex Factory, you can set your calendar for how much time you want to do. You can go Monday through Friday, hit apply changes, right? And it show you all. I got mine filtered out to the US only. If you come over here to the filters, you can pick all the currencies, but I got it set to the US dollar only because I only want to see the stuff applying to the US dollar, right? And so it show you everything for that week. If you set it for a week, it show you everything for that week that's coming up. If it's a red folder or a red light on Econo Day, that means it's a potential market moving event. It might be create heavy volatility at the time that that news or event drops, right? So that's how it look on Forex Factory. If you want to get more information on that event, you click the folder and say open details on Forex Factory, right? You click on the folder, and on econoday.com, you click on the actual thing that says consensus, right? And once the event passes on Econo Day, the word consensus changes to reports. Today, nothing going on both. Nothing going on. Monday is blank on Forex Factory, and Monday has just blah 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 on Econo Day. Tuesday is when the fun Wednesday is when the fun begins, right? So Wednesday is when the fun begins. CPI. That's what the Fed be looking to see. The Fed be looking at CPI, the Fed be looking at PPI, the Fed be looking at initial jobless claims that come out every Thursday. And they be looking at the non-farm payroll stuff, right? That's what the Fed be looking at. So CPI is the first of the big dizogs of this week. The big dizogs. So be looking out for CPI on Wednesday. And it's for the core, they looking for the core CPI to be 0.5 for month over month and 6.1 for year over year, and then the total CPI to be 0.2 for month over month and 8.7 for year over year. That's the consensus right now. So look at that. If it come in hotter, let's see if the market hates that in tanks. If it come in line or lighter, let's see if the market loves that and blast off. Now, let's move over here to my baby. Y'all know who it is. Y'all sing it with me now. Spilene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Come on, where you at, Spilene? There she go. Looking like we about to gap up slightly. If we stay where we at right now. Again, the rubber band got very extended right here. We stretched that rubber band out coming from July the 14th up into July 29th. We really stretched that rubber band out. We did have a nice little pullback right here to this breaking structure, to this fair value gap, which was 50% of this price leg right here. If you remember, that was the spot I said I was going to buy some calls in, and I missed it. Shout out all the cousins. If you bought them calls at that spot and got it, whoo, that was love. I missed it. So I said I had to wait for another retracement. I did get some calls on this retracement right here. I quickly cashed them out the next day because we had come into this consolidation. This was what I really wanted to try to hold it. Right? I really wanted this pullback right here, mapped out this breaker, mapped out this fair value gap, all of that right here. I just missed it. I missed it by 25 cents on my calls, right? And then I got in on this one here that we had talked about for the second one, the second retracement on this leg, but I quickly got out because we were in this consolidation range, the same spot we was consolidating back in June, right? We was right back. Y'all know what it said. Where was we? When we got right here to this spot right here, where did I say we was at? Y'all sing it with me. Somebody put it in the chat before I start. I ain't gonna start singing it till somebody put it in the chat. When we got right back here at this June consolidation, right? I ain't talking about this one down here. I'm talking about this one up here. From the drop. Where did we come? Where did we come? Somebody put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Where did we come? Right here. And that's the reason why I immediately got out of my calls the next day. That's right, Gabriel. That's right, Edwin. That's right, here to learn and share. That's right, Brittany. That's right, cool it now. That's right, Michael. We have come through to the middle of the road. We're right back in the middle of the road. The glass is half empty, half full. Y'all know what the Bulls and Bears do when we get to the middle of the road. The Bulls say, you go first. The Bears say, no, you go first. The Bulls say, you go first. The Bears say, no, you go first. Don't nobody want to be the first one to go. And you see, we've been right here chopping back and forth in this exact same spot again, right? Last time we was here in the middle of the road, guess who had the most power? Well, we had the middle of the road down here. But when we was here, guess who had the most power? The Bears did, because we went down, baby, Yo Street in a Range Rover, boom, 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 when we hit the bottom. You better let it go. Then we came back. Now we back. Who's going to have the most power again? Will it be the Bears? Will we sell off hard? Will we sell off a little bit, get this fair value gap and take off? Will the Bulls just say, forget you, punk, I'm gone, ping out? Will they do that? Let's see where we at. Where we at as far as testing the 200, right? Let's see right there. Between from the 50, we took the 50. Okay, so we took the 20. Y'all know I don't trade EMAs or SMAs or whatever AAs, but a lot of people do. So I like to look at it because historically, price action for the indices respect them EMAs. It respect them. Once you take that 20, you reclaim that 20, the next stop usually be the 50. You reclaim that 50, the next stop usually be the 200. So y'all see what we did? We reclaimed that 20, right? Struggled with it a little bit, then took it. This the 20 day. Reclaimed that 50 day. I ain't struggled with the 50 at all, right? Now we heading up. We right here at the little middle of the road, 50% from the fall, right? 50% from the fall. Glass half empty, half full. It looked like we heading to that 200. See the 20 pointing up, like a turtle in the water with his head out. You know how the turtle be in the water like that, right? Be like, what's going on up here? What's going on up here? When the turtle be up like that right there, that's how the green is the 20. The green is the 20. So this blue, it started to point up too. It's looking up, say, I can see you 200. I can see you 200. And it look like it's heading for the 200. Will it get there? I don't know. I really don't care. I just do what the market showed me it want to do. I wait for the market to say, hey, Tim, that's what I want to do. Market sound kind of like little Timmy Rogers, right? Once the market tell me that, then I jump in. So right now, Spalene about to gap up a little bit. We went up. Let's look at the monthly. Let's start from the monthly. We ain't get a chance to do our Sunday thing. This one here probably gonna run a little long. If the market open up while I'm running my mouth, and y'all gotta go trade, hey, I appreciate you for tapping in. But we ain't get a chance to break nothing down over the weekend because I was hanging out celebrating my 50th. Your boy 50. I told my nephew, I said, nephew, before we took him to the airport, I said, nephew, you know how old your uncle gonna be? He said, no. I said, I'm gonna be 50. You know what that is, nephew? He looked at me, he said, half of 100. You feel me? It run in the family. Okay, on the monthly, July was a very bullish month. I ain't gonna hold you. July was a lot more bullish than I expected. I personally said I was only bullish for the first 2 weeks of July. The first week was bullish. Second week, it was a bullish week, but it was very volatile. Third and the fourth week, gone. Knocked it out the park. I did not expect that. I ain't gonna hold you, but I took it. I accepted it. I took a couple trades. I accepted it. So on the monthly level, we started coming down at the beginning of the month. We did a slight retracement, and now we're pushing up. We're getting close to that 20 period on the monthly. We're getting close back to the 20 period. We came down close to the 50 period. We're getting close back to the 20 period to go test it. That's almost in line with the 200 period on the daily. Right? This is the monthly 20 period. That's almost in line. We're like in between them right now. So the birth of a new bull market is if we can close above 430, 460 on SPY lean. Right? So ain't much changing on the monthly. The monthly take a long time to change. Okay, weekly, right? We're attempting to reclaim this 20. We was able to close above the 20 period, right? On the weekly last week. We did not make a new, we made a new weekly high, but we did not break, we did not get a break in structure, right? We did not get a break in structure on the weekly. Let's see if we're able to get a break in structure on the weekly this week. We were not able. This bullish run is still intact. We were not able to get a break in structure on the weekly here. Let's see if there's enough gas in the tank to actually get a weekly break in structure this week. If this turns out to be the weekly low at 406.82, then we will be working on, we will form a weekly fair value gap right here that encompasses that daily fair value gap. Let's change that color so we can see the difference. That probably made it worse for you all. But if this ends up being the weekly low, then we will have a weekly fair value gap that encompasses that daily fair value gap, the one that I said I wish we would have came down and taken care of last week. We would have a weekly fair value gap right there. That would be the ideal spot to come back and retrace. Let's go from this low right here. If we were to get up to a new bull market, let's just say if we got up to the weekly 50 period right there at a new bull market, which lines up with the daily 200 period, right? That would put that weekly fair value gap and that same daily fair value gap I was talking about right at equilibrium. That would be the perfect spot to retrace back to after giving birth to a new bull market. That would be the perfect spot to retrace back to continue bullish momentum, right? So if the bulls got enough gas in their tank to get all the way up there, that would be the perfect retrace spot right there. But let's see how it plays out. We're looking at it from the bullish standpoint right now because this bullish momentum is still moving. Y'all know whatever direction is going, I just like to ride with that and be aware of what's on the bottom side, right? Let's go to the daily. It's 9:24. Oh, I forgot to put the link in the chat if anybody want to pull up. The link is in the chat if anybody want to pull up and ask anything or say anything. I'm sorry about that. Here's your chance to get a free one-on-one. There's the link in the chat. Okay, on the daily. Again, daily, we pretty much in the same spot as the weekly. We was not able to break above this consolidation area over there. Today, we're getting ready to get a gap up. We're getting ready to get a gap up that's close to the top of the consolidation If we get a gap and go, I'm really not going to like that. I want us to gap up, come back, and somebody pull it. Hey, GG, put something in the comments. Put something in the private chat, so I know that you're a real person and not. Oh, GG, you gone. And or GG, if you come back, put something in the private chat so I know you're a real person and not somebody that's gonna put your meat in the camera. All right. Back to what I was saying. GG, when you come back, make sure you put something in the chat if you come back. If you did that on accident, it is what it is. Okay. If we gap up, well, we about to gap up. I ain't gonna say if we about to gap up now. I would love to see us come back and fill in the gap. I would love to see us come back and fill in the gap before we take off if we're gonna keep the bullish momentum. Let's look at the overnight momentum. I ain't even got my stuff. GG. Okay, let me see. I'm real. LOA. LOL. Okay, come on up, GG. What you got? I can't hear you. GG, I promise if you pop some meat in this camera, it's gonna be a problem. Okay, I hear you giggling. What it is? What you got?
No, I don't got nothing. I'm just this is my first time here, so I'm just,
Oh, this your first time here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Since this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. When I put the link in the chat, it's just for anybody who want to pull up and ask a question. Anybody want to pull up and share something that they seeing. Anybody that want to pull up and just talk. You know what I'm saying? But we had an unfortunate event one time when somebody pulled up and had his meat in the camera and didn't want to talk. So that's why I say put something in the private chat so I know you're a real person and you ain't gonna just hit us with the meat. Hit us with the meat snack.
I got you.
All right. Yeah. So if you ain't got no question, I'm gonna go ahead and take you down off the stage and then you just hang out with everybody else and listen. But if you do got a question, just hit the link again. I'll put the link in again at the end and you can pull back up and ask a question or share anything you want to share.
All right, but this is much clearer than YouTube, so I like it here.
Okay, then we'll just hang out in the background.
Okay.
All right. Where was I? What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was getting ready to go over to the Ninja Trader. Let me get my Ninja Trader on the Okay, we hit the top of that fair value gap and did a death drop. We hit the top of that fair value gap and did a death drop. We did a death drop like who that? Towns? Oh, Towns pulling up. Towns, I know you real. What's happening?
What's up, my guy? How you doing today?
Chilling. What's up with you? What you got?
Hey man, all right. So man, I appreciate that info you slid to me last week, man. It's been a big help. I'm still trying to figure out these fair gap values. But I got a question, man. Just like just a side point. And it's more about the futures because I'm trying to look at getting into it. Do you have to worry about time decay with the futures like you do with options, or you?
No,
I mean, you don't.
There's no time decay with futures. The only thing you got to worry about with futures is your entry. There's no time decay. Like you can stay in a futures position if you swing in an MES contract, you can stay in a future position for a whole week, and the only thing you're gonna profit or lose is the amount of ticks that it moves.
Really?
Yes, there's no decay. There's no time for decay. Futures are whatever if you on the MES, if it move one tick, you got $1.25. If it, you know what I'm saying, if it don't care how long it take to move one tick, you still got that. And when you cash out, whatever you up or down, that's what you're gonna get. No matter how long you in that trade, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, it ain't no time decay.
Okay. Because that's what I was looking at. Like, I'm good with, just can't give like I'm good with options, but I just do daily option. I never keep a option overnight just because I'm fighting against time. It's just that's one thing you can't fight with. You can't fight with time. But I know you've been talking about features, so I just want to kind of get that info from you, make sure that I was looking at the right way.
Yeah, and now mind you, now with the futures now, like options are slightly more forgiving with the depending on how far out you buy the contract. Like if you buying like same day expirations, then futures won't be so much as a culture shock as far as how quick it'll get to your stop loss. But if you're buying like weekly contracts but closing them out that same day, then the
Mm-hmm.
way that price action move might be a little shock to you. And that's, you see, that be my thing when it comes to trading futures. I'm so locked in on like buying, like even if I'm a close a trade out today, I buy the option for like 2 weeks away to give myself time. So if the move go against me, if something pop out in the middle of the day, if the president say something stupid, you know what I'm saying, I buy the time to give the trade a chance to like go against me, but still play out. But like with futures, once you get in that contract, and once you buy that contract, and them ticks go to moving, if you wrong, you're gonna know you wrong real fast because it's gonna go against you real quick.
Yeah, but see, like I'm okay with that because it's easy for me to know that it's even to kill. Like if it
Yeah,
it ticked down, if it's like I say, I'm just throwing on my say I buy one at 14, and then that day it drops down to 408. But the next day it's back up to 14, where hey, I'm back at break even. Unlike with an option, I done lost that premium, so it's got to go up a little bit higher just for me to get
yeah.
break even. So before I
Hmm.
start, so like I'm looking for a way to start swinging a little bit more once this market kind of figure out what it's gonna do. But
Yeah.
I can't do that because options, it's a seller's market in options. It ain't really no buyer's market unless you're gonna keep it on the day. So just kind
Hmm.
of want to get that. But hey, I got one more thing I want to ask you, man. Do you ever pay attention to like the treasuries before you buy a position, or you just kind of ignore them altogether? And I'm doing that because like I got a good strategy when it comes to buying puts, but I ain't figured out a good entry on buying calls yet. So I'm just kind of trying to give myself a leg up, aside from just looking for you know
You talk about looking at
supply and
like the
demand
like the
zone.
30-year bonds and stuff like that, like the
Yeah,
ten
because
year
like
bond,
right now I
ten
got
year
the
notes and the
10, the
30-year notes.
5, and the 2. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
The only thing I look at is I look at the 30-year. That's all. I don't look at like the 10, 5, and the 2. I look at the ZB because I used to trade that.
Uh-huh.
So I look at that. But other than that, only thing I look at is the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the NQ because they typically like run in tandem. And when they start having divergence, like they got divergence this morning, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When they start having divergence, it's like I start looking for is the divergence just a trick, or is like right now the Dow running, right?
Right.
And when the Dow start running and the NQB dropping, the S&P be the ESB stuck in the middle, right? Because the bigger stocks in the SP 500 are in the Dow and the NQ. You see what I'm saying? So it'd be like pulling in different directions. So then I just look to see how are they gonna line back up, right? And like right now, I say, okay, these ran these highs, these ran these lows, but this one right here trying to get there, right? Once it get there, then I start watching to see if they're gonna start moving in tandem. Like I don't try to look at the notes to look for like any kind of inverse relationship or stuff like that
Right.
right there, or any kind of like in tandem relationship. I just look at the three indices because I kind of know them right now. But I do look at the 30-year because typically the bonds in the market typically have an inverse relationship. It ain't like 100% inverse, but
Mm-hmm.
like during these crazy times, the bonds been running just like the market because nobody, like the bonds wasn't a hedge no more. You see what I'm saying? Just like crypto wasn't a hedge, the bonds wasn't, like nobody had a hedge because of the market environment we was in. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's going. That might be why it's kind of hard for you to get like a feel for getting the calls because there really has been no real hedge, so none of the inverse relationships has been playing out like they historically do.
Yeah, I mean it's tough, man. Like me kind of, just kind of picking a stock that looks overextended and kind of riding it down. I'm good on that, but the biggest moves be with the calls. But it's like, shoot, what the how the heck you even get in one? So now I'm like, you know what? If I got to swing, then I just at least swing something that I know I ain't finna just drop. Just
Now,
cause
see,
and
like
stay
me,
even.
I ain't gonna hold you. I suck at playing. I suck at swinging puts. I can't swing puts, right? But I can
But see,
I
I
can
don't do
swing
days
calls
on
all day
them.
long, huh?
See, I could do it. I could do it. I see. Well, for me, options. I'm not fighting against time. Period. Just because. I put it like this. It's hard for me to buy security that I can't sell. So like since I know options at 4 o'clock, I'm stuck in that thing until 8:30 next morning or
Yeah.
9:30 next morning. I just do strictly days. It's like nah, because overnight if I decide I want to get out of this thing at 4 o'clock in the morning, I want to be able to get out of it. So yeah, that's a stock for me right there, and that's the
Yeah.
futures. But options is strictly that them hours that the markets operate. Not that I'm done. So that's why like for puts. Nah, but I want to swing. But I'm realizing listening to you that the best way for me to swing is gonna have to be the futures, and just kind of just being able to sit in and wait until it happens when I want to
Yeah.
happen.
And with now and then see with the futures, it's like you want to with the futures, it's all about like getting it at the spot because I haven't started swinging futures myself. I plan on starting to swing them, but it's just like the options where you want to get the move on the retracement. You see what I'm saying? Because like the market, I'm an algo conspiracist, so I
Right.
feel like the market move based off of what the algo is doing with the futures. You see what I'm saying? And that's been working for me, so that's why I ride with it, right?
Right.
So you want to get it on the retracement, just like when I was talking about the other day when I was like this was the retracement I wanted to come back here. I don't know if you can see my screen. I was waiting for it to come back to this breaking structure right here when we broke structure on the 19th and we went
Yeah, I was
above.
there with you on that one.
Yeah, did that would like if you was like swinging futures, that would have been the same move you was waiting on right there. You see what I'm saying? To ride it up. I was just trying to do it with the options because I ain't swinging futures yet. But it's like you looking for that same move on the future side to ride it up. Like anything that I do on the futures can be done on the SPY or the SPX options because they move tick for tick, right? So any move that you're looking at for like options wise, it's gonna be the same thing with the futures, right? And like my eyes haven't been trained to see how to swing the puts, but I can see the calls all day. I know I can tell myself, Tim, all you got to do is reverse it. And I can say to you, just reverse it, but it's like you have to make your mind see it. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to go back and back test and practice that. And back, like I was saying, like I be saying, like back test, like do a real back test. Don't like look at what the daily count is. Like when you go back in Ninja Trader, right, and go back and just back test like a random, like back test random days. And when you pull up the historical data, before you put in the playback date that you want, change it to like an hourly time frame. Don't put it on daily, because if you put it on daily, it's going to show you that daily calendar, and then you're going to automatically have a bias in your head of what you think it's going to do. You see what I'm saying? Put it on like an hourly time frame and then go back to the day so that you don't know what the day going to do, and then force yourself to start to see the setups to the short side. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I suck seeing it to the short side for swing trading, but I can see it all day long. People be like, Tim, it did exactly what you said. Yeah, but for the calls, but when it comes for the puts, I suck at seeing it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's something I'm working on for myself. So that's so only advice I got for you, since I know you say you day trade more, go back and just randomly trade days that you don't know how it's gonna play out, and start to, work out, pick your setup, because your setup gonna be the same to the short side or the long side, right? And
Right.
start to learn to see your setup to the short side. Like me, I only like, if like, even though we're in a bear market right now, we're on a bullish run. So right now I'm only looking for reasons to buy, because we on a bullish run. You see what I'm saying? But if you day trade, you want to do it, you want to catch that money either way. Like me, I'm slow and steady. I'm steady at it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting back. This how I make money for my family. So I ain't trying to hit home runs. I just want that slow and consistent. I know how much money I'm gonna be at least making if I don't lose this amount throughout this week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
So
I agree with you 100% on that. Definitely, that's definitely because like I'm at a point now where like I'm like as long as I make like 30-40% off of what I got, I can
yo,
just sit back on my hands and chill. But
yo,
like going back to what you said, like on the options thing, I gotta get that right, and then I gotta hit that timing right. Because like if I bought that thing, I think count your candles from where it's at. That was like this on days, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
from
8,
oh, you talk
9.
about from the entry?
Yeah, yeah, from like that entry point right there.
Okay, from the
One, two,
26,
three,
yeah, that's
four,
one,
five,
two,
six,
three,
seven,
four,
eight, nine.
5, 6, 7, 8. That today the ninth trading day from then.
Exactly. So see, I would like in order, and for me personally, I always buy out the money at least one or two of the strike prices away. So I
Mm-hmm.
gotta have that time right, and it's gotta get up there, and it's gotta be within the right time frame. And then of course, it's gotta clear the price of the contract. And I'm just like, you know what? For all these factors, I already just know I put money in and just be able to sit back and wait 2 or 3 weeks and be like, yo, this can come back and they don't have to hit this price point plus extra to at least for me to
Okay,
break.
dig this right here. Dig this right here, right? So let me give you this. Let me give you this piece of advice. Cause this is what I do. This is my personal thing that I do, right? So
Mhm.
um I be like I start with a narrative, I start with the buy, I go to the bias, then I look for the setup, right? So
Right.
um since the 14th, right? We've been like in a bullish narrative, in a bullish bias, right? So we said, okay, this the retracement we was looking for to buy, right? This we get the retracement, boom, just say we buy, right?
Hmm.
What was the target? Our target was to the top of this fair value gap right here, right? That was our target right there, right? So if you bought multiple contracts, right, 75% of that position should have been gone right there at 410.48. Boom. Out of there. At least 75% should have been gone because you done got, as ICT say, the full move. Not he be like the lion's share of the move. You done got the full move, right? So
Okay.
little Timmy Rogers, I'm closing my whole position right there, boom, when it hit. Right. But if you ain't in the mind frame of me of like just take everything and go, if you want to squeeze a little bit more juice out the turnip, right there at your target, shave at least 75% of your position and leave that other 25% on to see what happened. Because now it's a free position. You know what I'm saying? It's a free position because you took off 75% with a move this big. You done made all your money back plus, right? So now it's a
Mhm.
free position. So now, but you also got to think about how much time did I buy? Like if you trying to hit the home run and you buy it 2 weeks out, right? Then you need to be gone. You don't need to be trying to hold nothing. The only time you're gonna try to hold something is if you bought it a month or 3 months out, because now you see you getting right back here in this traffic, right? You getting in this traffic. So now it may consolidate, it may pull back because the market can only cool off by pulling back, retracing, or consolidating. Pulling back is when it's been running up too hot, and retracing is when it's been falling down too hot. You see what I'm saying? Or consolidating. So if you pulling back, you don't want to be eating into your profits. You see what I'm saying? If you
Right.
consolidating, premium getting killed. So it's like you got to understand like how much time you got to go. Just like when I got in on this pullback right here, I said I was gonna get something if we pulled back down to this fair value gap. We pulled back down. I got in. I got out the very next day. Why? Because we in this consolidation period, and I'm not giving my money back. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know how long it's gonna chop. So it's like you got to look at where we at in the price leg. Are we still running? Are we in the consolidation? And you got to let that play into your mindset of like, am I going to try to hold? Am I going to go ahead and take my money out and get back in? These are the things, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that you're not going to get just from somebody saying, hey, you would have bought here, you would have went here, you could have got blah, blah percent. No, it's a whole lot that happened in between here. Because looking at these counters in hindsight, it's real easy to say you could have got this. But what happened on these 3 down days right here? Did you panic and get out? What happened on this 1 down day right there? Did you panic and get out? You see what I'm saying? It ain't easy holding that when it's dropping, especially 3 days. It dropped for 3 days. Who gonna be holding when it's dropping 3 days? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you just when you get into it, you know what I'm saying? Just think about how much time you bought with those contracts, right? And then think about where we at in the price leg, right? Are we in no man's land and we already in? Yeah, no man's land when you already in, let it play out to your target if you bought enough time, right? But if you already passed your target and you holding for more, no, don't sit there and let it chop and eat you up with that premium killer, with that theta. Don't let that theta kill you. Take your money and then just get back in if it break down or if it take off again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel that. See, man, I mean, like, I can look at that, man, but you know how hard it is to look at your account and be negative red, and then you know you got to get at least here to break even. Whereas at least it's like, these features I know, I bought at 14.51. When they get 14.51, it's back 0-0.
Okay.
Whereas that option, you know, is like, I might have bought at a price point of the underlying share was 155.21.
Okay, hold up, Towns. You know I'm gonna cut you off. And keep it 100 with you. You know I'm gonna cut you because when you started out, you said looking at your count in that red and be like, I got to get stop right there. You already breaking rules. You ain't adhering to your risk management because or you ain't being honest about your risk tolerance. Because if you look at your account and you see some red that bother you, either you don't have a stop loss or you lying about your risk tolerance, right? So when you see that red, if that red bother you, you need to tighten up your risk tolerance. You need to tighten up your short stop because that red bothering you. You know what I'm saying? If you see red that's beyond your risk tolerance, you broke a rule. You ain't got no stop loss. You know what I'm saying? You either move your stop loss or you don't got your stop loss. So anytime you see red and it bother you, you done broke a rule, right? If you see red and options that's bother you, when you get in futures, you gonna get ran over like a frog in the street. If you see in red in your options and it's bothering you, I'm telling you right now on Al Gore's internet, do not trade futures because you will get bust in your mouth. Futures are way less forgiving than options when it comes to snatching your soul. Like what the TikTok the girls be playing. He want to dive in it, snatch. He want to dive in his soul, and the futures will snatch your soul. You feel me? So, hey.
They got to have better risk management with them features.
Risk management, that's it right there. Don't mess with futures. I'm telling you like this right here. Don't mess with futures at all until you get to a point with these options where you are being consistently profitable, right? And the drawdown is not bothering you. If the drawdown is bothering you, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, look here, Towns, you lying to yourself about this risk management, right? If you just a person that don't like to lose at all, stop trading. If you just don't like to lose at all, stop trading because you're gonna lose. But you need to get to a point where you like if you let's just say you got a $2,000 account, right? You should only be risking $40 max on any trade if you trade like little Timmy Rogers, right? Because I'm only gonna risk 2% of my overall portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Once I lose 2% of my overall portfolio, I ain't trading no more that week. That's it. I ain't trading no more that week. So if you got a $2,000 account, 2% of $2,000 is $40, right? So if you down $100, right, and you only supposed to be risking $40, you already broke a rule. But if you say, okay, I'm gonna risk 2%, and let's just say you got a larger account than 2,000. You say I'm gonna risk 2%. Don't risk the full 2% on one trade. You know what I'm saying? Risk less so that you can give yourself the leeway of losing and still being able to trade again, you know what I'm saying, without risking more than your risk tolerance. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, but you got to be honest with how much money you willing to lose, because you gonna lose. You can't get out here in these, you know what I'm saying, these monkeypox filled streets and be like, I'm gonna hit a home run, and then when you lose $500, you pissed off at the world. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that risk management in place, and you got to be honest with yourself about how much money you willing to lose.
That's why I do that. That's why I do a pullback game, man. I hate calls, man. That's why, like, literally, my whole trading strategy started off with me short and stop, because for me it was like, I know one thing: stock got to come down. It's got to come down sooner or later, especially if it does like a catastrophic move or something like that. So my whole trading strategy has always been, let you do your move, and I'm gonna capitalize on when you do the drawdown. And so that's why boom, boom, boom. And now
you know I'm gonna cut y'all. You know I'm gonna cut y'all. You know I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing with nobody, cause the market don't care, man. Hey, just stop trading. I ain't gonna hold you. Stop trading, cause you know what I'm telling you this here. You know what I'm telling you this here, because the market. Look at the market, man. Look at the market. The market been around 30 years. The market go up more than it go down. You already on the losing team, and you don't want it. Is like, and you don't want to say, okay, I'm going at least try to go the other way. The market go. Look at this chart. The market go up more than it go down, man. It's rigged to stay up. You see what I'm saying? The market is rigged to stay up. So it's like, if you only want to trade to the short side, man, you should be trading a lot less than anybody in the spider game. You shouldn't be hardly taking no trades if you only want to trade to the short side, because the market is rigged to stay up. You see what I'm saying?
I just realized that, man. Like, if
look
it
had
this
one
chart,
of them
light bulb moments.
Look at this chart. I got this thing all the way back to 2010. What's the overall trend? What's the overall trend is up. We got a couple of dips in here, but look at the run. When we like 2016, right? When we just say when we kissed the 200 there, running up, kiss the 200, run. We come back to the 200. When we kissed the 200 right here in 2016, it ain't come back to the 200 again into 2018. You know what I'm saying? And then when we went down right here in 2018, dipped below it, right? We ain't come back that low again into 2020 and COVID, right? And then since COVID, look at that. We still ain't even got back on the market for the SPY. We still ain't even get back down to the March, the high right before COVID. We ain't even get back down there. You see what I'm saying? That's why so many people still in the mind frame of, oh, we ain't dropping enough. We ain't dropping enough. We ain't dropping enough. Can we still drop? Yeah. But I ain't fun to sit up here and try to force the market to drop. You feel me? Based off of what I want or based off of what I know. It's like you got to be able to just, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to just ride with the market. You got to be able to ride with the market. And anytime you find yourself saying, let me go back like this right here. Let me show it to you like this right here. Right back here in June. Was you tapped in June when I lost the bet to Zay when we broke down right here?
I've been tapped in with you probably since you were with Professor, man. That's why.
Okay, dig this here. So when we was consolidating right here,
months ago,
you know that I wanted us to come up here to these equal highs right here, right?
And I was betting against you.
And then when it dropped, soon as it dropped right here, right there, it dropped this day. And I said, okay, we done pulled back to this fair value gap. We fund the bounce. Instead of realizing we just broke this structure to the market just showed me I want to go this way. And everybody know how I trade. If the market closed below the low, the market saying I want to go that way now. And I still was stuck in my bias that I wanted to come up here, right? The very next day, what I said the market showed me what it wanted to do right there, and I ignored it. You got to accept it and admit it immediately. You got to admit it immediately. You can't sit there and be like, oh man, but I it's got to come down. It ain't got to come down, just like it ain't got to go up. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you sit there and say it got to come down, okay then. Okay, it got to come down. Can you get lucky? Can you get lucky? Yeah, you can. But You just, hey, you do what the stock or the market showing you it want to do, and then when it reverse course, you ride with the other team, man. If you ain't willing to do that right now, stop trading. I ain't gonna hold you. Stop trading. Hey, I ain't got nothing to gain from, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to gain from this. All I'm trying to do is just share my experience and what I've seen. And hey, when you try to go against the market, ooh, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty.
I definitely feel you. I agree with you.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I say, man. Just work on your risk management, man. Work on your risk management. Only try to control the things. Only focus on the things you can control. I'll put it like that. Only thing you can control is how much money you lose. Right? I don't care about how much money I make. I only focus on how much money I lose. That's all I can control. So if you get into a position, I don't care how much you believe in that position, right? If it hits your stop loss, let the computer do its job and get you out. If you know that you're right about the position, you just might have had a bad entry. Ain't nothing wrong with getting back in. You see what I'm saying? But don't let, because if you let a position go against you, right, beyond your stop loss, you are costing yourself so much money, because the amount of money, like just say if you take a trade and you risk $40, right? You get stopped out at $40. Boom. I get stopped. Let's get the calculator and do the math. Right? So let's just say we risk $40 and we get stopped out at $40. Boom. I get stopped out at $40, right? And then it keep dropping, and you let it get you down $100, right? You let it get down to $100 because you know it's gonna reverse. Okay, it get down $100 and then it reverse course, right? It reverse course. I get back in when you down $80, right? So I wait for it to bounce back $20, right? You follow me? I get back in when you down $80, right? So I get in, boom. When you down $80, I get in, and let's say both of us get out when you get up. Let's say you was risking 40 and you was doing a 3-to-1, and you so 40, 80, 120, and when you get up $120, right? We both get out when you get up $120, right? 120. Remember, I got in when you was down $80 plus 80. I got $200, but you ain't got nothing but 120 because I got out. And then let me minus my 40 that I lost. Minus 40. I got $160 profit, right? And you only got $120 profit, but I didn't have to nope. Let me go back because I got in at 80, so I got that $80, right? You at one, yeah. So I got $160 profit, but I didn't have to endure all of that drawdown, right? I ain't have to endure all of that drawdown. But dig this right here, right? If we get in, you endure that drawdown, you go down $100, you trying to fight it, right? But and then the money ain't gonna be the same because we doing options. So I'm gonna have a whole lot more than you because you got all that theta decay that's killing you, and it ain't killing me. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So I'm gonna have more money than the 160 off bat. But I'm just doing like straight numbers so that, you know what I'm saying, you can see what I'm talking about, right? And let's say you fight back, and then you get to break even, and you be like, man, forget it, I'm getting out, right? So you the fault all that headache, and now you ain't got nothing, but I got $80 because I just went on ahead and let myself get stopped out. I got back in, and then now I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I done got my $80. I done got them $80 because I got it when you was $80 down, got back to break even, subtract that 40. Now I got $40. I'm $40 green. You went through all the headache and you at break even. It ain't got nothing, but I'm chilling like a villain and I'm positive. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened when you fight the market. But with them options, the theta and the delta and the gamma and all of that right there, that play a big difference because, you know what I'm saying, I may be triple what you got because of the gamma, because of, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how much theta decay you done took on your position because, you know what I'm saying, because mind you now, when it start dropping, You know what I'm saying? That premium don't move the same for you to recover as it do for me to get in the positive. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. I agree 100%. That's the reason why I said, man, I gotta work on the you know, like you were saying, I gotta work on the risk management, but like for me
Don't
or
move
for
the
me to
future.
feel good swinging.
Don't move the future. I ain't even gonna hold you. Don't move the future. I ain't gonna hold
I
you. Don't
got
move the future. 417.62. We done got we got a new weekly high. We got a weekly break instruction.
I
47.
mean,
Don't be yo.
I'm gonna say
Don't
this though, man. Before I get off, I appreciate you, man. But we're going 328 on. I'm looking at the QQQ now. We're gonna hit 328.91 before the end of the day. Tell you,
QQQ bumping right now.
it's bumping. It's already at 1.3%, so it can get that 328.91 with no issue before noon. And
Oh man,
then
yeah, we run. Look at the Dow. The Dow up.
I expect the spot to get to that 428.6 before the end of the day. Like real talk.
Okay, Dow. See the Dow just now. You see it like they was out of sync. Because if you look at this high on the Dow, right? From what date is that? They were out of sync. The Dow was like lagging from like back here from the first, right? The Dow just broke that high from the first today, right? But the NQ in the ES broke it on the fourth. No, actually the third. They broke it on the third, and the Dow just got past it. So yeah, they moving money to the Dow now. They getting back in sync now. Everybody getting back in sync now. But yeah, we pushing. We gotta let me look at QQQ real quick. Hey man, hey, I appreciate you for pulling up towns and talking, cause these the kind of videos I like making. We can talk about price action. Oh yeah, look at the Qs pushing.
Running.
We at 325. Oh, my June 2020, my June 2023 320 QQQ calls looking so good right now. You feel me? You feel me? I'm finna go put a trailing stop on that booger right now. As soon as I get off this live with y'all, I'm gonna put a trailing stop on that right now.
Man. But dude, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna let you get back out of it, man.
All jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? I laugh, I joke. This matter of fact, I'm gonna move the screen out the way just so I can say this. I laugh, I joke, I try to keep it lighthearted when it comes to this trading thing, because trading is very stressful. Trading is very stressful, right? Oh, the man, the myth, the legend has pulled up on screen. Trading is very stressful, and so I try to keep it lighthearted. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm gonna keep it 100 with anybody, because this market do not love you. This market will destroy you. It will crush you mentally. That's why I try to keep it lighthearted. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it fun, but you have to be disciplined. And just like, you know what I'm saying? Like the things I was saying to this good brother right here, when I was like, hey, leave them futures alone until you master your risk management on options and become consistently profitable on options. Leave them futures, because them futures are so unforgiving. You see what I'm saying? And the money in the futures comes so fast. If you're not disciplined, it will like suck you over to the dark side, because the money come fast. You know what I'm saying? It'll suck you over to the dark side, and you will not focus and hone your skills the way you need to. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I don't mean no disrespect at times when I say stop trading. I just say that kind of stuff because when I start making excuses, I tell Tim, get off the computer. You know what I'm saying? And when I was talking to this brother, and every time he say, but yeah, you make an excuse. Stop trading. Just stop trading. You know what I'm saying? And like anytime you say, but yeah, you making excuses, because the market already showed you what it want to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, I seen that, but no, ain't no but. Ain't no but. The market showed you what it wanted to do. Accept it. You know what I'm saying? But when we take a L, it's like we want to justify what we saw. Forget what we saw. The market already told you. Forget your theory, punk. You know what I'm saying? The market already accepted. You know, and it's hard to do. Don't nobody like to take losses. I don't like taking losses, but I know losses are a part of trading, and I already conditioned myself to understand that, and I'm real with myself about my risk management. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm real with myself about my risk management. If you don't, failing, what they used to say in the military, failing to plan is planning to fail. That's what they used to tell me. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So you got to have a plan, and you got to stick to the plan. You know what I'm saying? I might have been all over the place with that right there, but that's what I want to see. I want to share that with y'all. I know we ain't talk about the price action a whole lot today. I jolly pies about that, but it's more important for me to sit here and talk to cousins one-on-one about real things that they struggling with, because I struggle with that stuff. It's another cousin out there that struggle with the same thing that Towns was just talking about, and this video really helping them right now, man. I appreciate you for having the courage to pull up on the stage, man, and share with us.
I appreciate you, man. Definitely keep doing what you're doing, man. I'll be tuning in as always.
All right. Appreciate you. I'm gonna drop you back down, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I'm hungry. Hey, hey, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Again, we ain't get a chance to talk about the price action, but we do that every day, man. We do that every day. Y'all do me a favor, go vote on the poll to what time y'all want to do the afternoon price action, either 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Go to my IG page and vote on that story for me, so I know when we're gonna be going live. Let me look at the comments real quick to see if I missed anything before I get out of here and go eat me some cereal. Let me see. Good morning, baby. Sorry I'm late. You good? Otis Spillane wants 3. Yep, she want that. Okay. I ain't looked at no level, so I don't know. What ICT video would you recommend for a new trader? For a new trader, I recommend just going back and watching the videos for the 2022 mentorship. Let me move this out the way right here. Are you still in here? Maria Perez, are you still in here? If you still in here, Maria, go to YouTube, right? And go to the Inner Circle Trader. This is what his page looked like right here. The Inner Circle Trader. If you go to playlist, he has a playlist entitled 2022, ITC mentorship, right? If you go to that right there, he teaches you everything you need to know about how to trade one specific model, and you can use that model to trade. If you watch the ES, you can use that model to trade the SPY options, right? And you can use that model to buy shares of the SPY. You can use that model to trade the SPX options. You know what I'm saying? You can use that model because the SPY and the SPX and the ES, they all move tick for tick. So that's what I would recommend for somebody new. Just focus, because he's very detailed on how the actual setup works. And he do a whole lot of talking about like mental state and stuff like that. So it's about 40 videos in there. The first 15 or 16 is all teaching, and then the rest of them is just like reviewing trades and stuff like that. So at least watch the first 1 through 15 on the ICT 2022 mentorship. Okie dokie. What I do if we'll start over, new traders. Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. What I would do to start over as a new trader, that's a good playlist too, right? That's a good playlist too. But if you want to learn something that's, you know what I'm saying, like very, very precise in teaching you a phenomenal setup, 2022 mentorship, he go into great detail on how it actually works. That's so starting over as a new trader is a good playlist, but my recommendation, my favorite, what I would look at would be the 2022 run over. Oh yeah. Yeah, with his fresh train. See, need a plan. Yes, need a plan. Stressful and lonely at times. That's true. That's true. Stress is very lonely. Stressful and lonely. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Uh you welcome. You welcome, Colleen. Colleen, I ain't even shout you out earlier. I ain't see your name. You welcome. You very welcome. All right, here to learn and share. Peace. I appreciate you. You very welcome. What made you know that SPY was going yo gap up? Oh, to gap up. What made me know SPY was going to gap up? Oh, cause the ES was up, and when you the pre-market not up no more, but like on Trading View, it has it show you where it's potentially going to open. Like say like right now how the SPY is at 417.01, like it'll be another line like right above it or right below it, and it says pre-market. So once the time start getting like really close, that's when you be like, okay, we about to gap up unless we just drop drastically in the futures. You know what I'm saying? Or we about to gap down unless we just bounce drastically in the futures. And when you're looking at the futures here, I didn't adjust. Oh yeah. There it is right there. This is that Friday? Let me check this right here. Is that Friday's close? What date? 8/5. Yes. So this white line right here on my chart, this is Friday's close, right? And then at 9:30, we was here, right? This the 9:15 candle. This the 9:30 candle. So at 9:30, we was right here, right? So we would have had to drop. We would have had to drop like all this way. I got my snap on. See, they moved like tick for tick. Like this, like the ES and the SP, we would have had to drop all this way to not gap up. You see what I'm saying? That's a really far way to drop. So at 9:30, at 9:29, we was way up here, right? So as soon as the next candle opened, like boom, at 9:31, boom, 9:31, that's an instant gap up on the ES, because this is what I mean on the SPY, because this is where the SPY closed on Friday, where this white line is, and this is where the SPY opened today, right? So it's an immediate gap up, and today we gapped and went. It was a gap and go today because we gapped up, backed up a little bit, never came back down to where we closed, and then took off. So we on a gap and go right now. Let's see how we go. We could reverse course and then die. We could always do that, but you know what I'm saying? Let's see how it play out for the rest of the day. But that's how I knew we was going to gap up, because we were so far above where we closed at. And plus, Trading View make it easy for you. They have a line there showing you where they about to open up at. It's either above or below the close. Hey, I appreciate you, Brian, for tapping in. Yeah, it's all about that. I do this for the free 99 because I want everybody to understand that this is possible for you too. Even if you don't want to quit your job. If you don't want to quit your job, this is possible. This can be another income stream. Investing in stocks or options or whatever, this futures, this can be another income stream. Everybody don't want to leave their job. And you know what I'm saying? People love their job, but this can be another income stream. And a lot of people don't talk about the mindset. A lot of people don't talk about what it's like to be in a trade. A lot of people don't talk about when you need to be getting out of a trade. I'll say the majority of the people don't talk about risk management, and that's the most important part of trading. Aside from mindset, is anyone having issues with Trading View today? I ain't having no issues. I just use Trading View to look at the charts. I don't actually use it to trade or do anything like that. But my chart's working fine. Hey man, that's I think that's everything. That was the last comment that was in the chat. I'm hungry. My stomach is growling. I'm about to go ahead and eat me some cereal. We've been on here for an hour and 14 minutes. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with the old man. I turned 50 on Saturday. I'm 50 years old, shawty. I turned 50 on Saturday. Again, my son turned 13 on Saturday. He was born on my birthday. I appreciate all the cousins that blessed the cash app. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. The cousins that took me up on the offer to get a free shirt for blessing my son with something in his cash app. I will be ordering y'all shirts today. Like I say, I couldn't get a coupon code where I could just send you a code so that you can buy the shirt and it'd be free shirt and free shipping. If I did a code, it was either going to be free shipping or a free shirt, and I ain't want you to pay nothing. So I got to get it sent to me first, and then I'll send it to you. I appreciate y'all. With that being said, I'm going to go check. Later on this afternoon, I'm going to check the Instagram story to see when y'all want to do the evening sessions. If it's at 5 o'clock, I'll see y'all at 5. If it's at 7:30, I'll see y'all at 7:30. But until then, y'all trade safe out here in these monkeypox streets. And I appreciate y'all, man. If you still here, click that like button. Share this with a cousin. It was a good conversation with Towns. Share this with a cousin. Go through the video and be like, hey, cuz, start at this point. They had a real conversation about risk management. They had a real conversation about the mindset with, you know what I'm saying? Just share it with somebody, man. I see y'all this evening. Gone.